Hey, everybody, what is going on? Nick here, founder of Lead Mining, and I've got a special surprise for you. Today is our second ever price comparison. I'm actually going to do this live right in front of you guys. Let me take care of that eyebrow real quick. Got to be careful. They are related to Morgan Freeman. But guys, this price comparison is going to be live and in depth. I've got nothing pulled up in the background. I'm going to go to their website, look at their offerings, and then I'm going to do an entire breakdown. So I'm wildly excited about this. And I really want us to go down this rabbit hole together. And this isn't to bash the other company or anything like that. This is only to show you how I've shortcutted all these amazing results, all these skills, and all these tools into more action-taking sizes for you. So you don't have to invest as much time, money, or effort into our services. This doesn't mean that we're better or worse than anyone, but I just wanted to deep dive so I could really help the entrepreneur living inside of each of us understand when we make a decision what that actually means. All right, so let's get this fired up. I'm going to get it pulled up here. I'm going to do a little screen share. So show you guys, I got no other windows popped up here. So that's me right now doing this. And we're going to go ahead and go over to batch. Let's go ahead and go batchleads.io. I'm actually going to do a different type of screen share where I share the whole desktop so you guys can see everything. And that's because I want to have a couple of things pulled up. I want to have my notepad here so we could take notes. Where's this bad boy at? There it is. My price comparison batch lead. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to want to take notes, okay? Because we're good entrepreneurs. This is what we want to do. I'm going to do this as if I myself was a consumer. So I went to the Batch Leads website. I got it pulled up here. Let's go ahead and click pricing and see what's going on. Okay. All right. So we got monthly pricing. We could do an annual commitment, save some money, or we could do it monthly. As an entrepreneur, whenever trying anything out, we always do monthly. You can upgrade to annual anytime you want. So why start there? That's my 2 cents. So let's see what Batch is and what they're offering for $99 per month. Okay. So let's take out our notepad, 99 per month. Basic, comes with 10K records pulled. Comps. Okay, they do offer skip tracing. We're going to take a look at that in a second. And they do offer other built-in tools. Let's see if they have more information down below. Okay. Okay, great. Great. So we do have stuff here. Personal plus. Let's take a look here. See, they've got a lot to offer, which is why our price comparisons are good. Okay. Now, I remember them having batch dialer integration. Okay, included with batch dialer subscription. Okay, so that's different. So it's different. So this does not include a dialer by any means. All right, so let's continue our rabbit hole. We're going to go ahead and go to batch dialer. Let's try batchdialer.com. Okay, let's see how much this is. Okay, so for the no one uses single line dialers, don't recommend it. So multi-line dialer is $139 per month. $39 per. Okay, so that's the one we're going to check out. Okay, cool. So let's just say right now we've got dialing software at $139, and we've got 10,000 records pulled for $99 a month. Okay, let's just go ahead and use the basic right now. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull, let's say we only pull 5,000 records per month. That's included in our subscription. But now we have to get those 5,000 records skipped. Okay. Now they said that it's 14 cents. So we're gonna do 5,000 times 0.14. Okay, $700 to get 5,000 records skipped. Okay, so total for list pulling and skip tracing is $800 for the month. All right. And then we've got the MultiLine dialer. Let's just call it dialing software for easier math. Is $139 per month. Okay, great. Now let's go ahead and go over. Now, one thing we offer at Lead Mining as well is text messaging software. So let's just go ahead and go to one of my other favorite guys, LaunchControl. All right, we'll head on over to LaunchControl. We'll check out what their pricing is. Okay, now LaunchControl starts at $500 per month. That's their minimum. Okay. So this is 500 per month. All right. Well, now we've got a very clear image on what 5,000 records pulled and skipped would cost us on the dialing software to have that and on the SMS texting platform. So let's just go ahead and add those up real quick. Got 800 for the list and the skip tracing. We've got 139 for the dialer, and we've got $500 for the text messaging platform. Okay, so our total right now is $1,439, and we haven't even done any work yet. Okay, we haven't trained an employee, we haven't created a system, we don't know what scripts work yet, and we have really no guidance or expertise, but we do know how much it's going to cost us. Okay, so we're at about $1,439 is where we're at right now per month is going to be our. Now that doesn't include an employee. So let's go ahead and do some teammate costs here. I try to use teammate instead of employee because teammate comes so natural to me from all my years managing in the early 2000s. But so we got teammate American and teammate foreign. Okay. Well, a teammate American is going to cost you, I'd say, about $15 per hour minimum, right? You know, I pay my people anywhere from $15 to $18 an hour. Okay. And then the foreign team, if you're cheap, you're going to pay $2. If you want to keep them around a while, you're going to pay $6 to $6.50. Okay. Is basically the way that works. All right. So now let's go ahead and say that this person is only working, let's just say they're only working 20 hours a week. Okay. And we'll cut these numbers in the middle. We'll call this 17.25, and we'll call this 4.25. Okay. And let's just say they work 20 hours a week. So 17.25 times 20 is $345 a week. And then there's 4 weeks in a month. So this monthly cost at 20 hours equals $1,380. Now let's knock that down to a foreign caller. Foreign monthly cost at 20 hours equals 4.25 times 20 times. Okay, so that'd be $340 a month. So you could already see the distinct difference, one, in what an American costs versus a foreign caller. They are going to cost you on roughly 3 times as much if you do it yourself. So let's now add up our total costs, including an American employee, 5,000 records pulled, and the texting platform. So the total software, we'll call this software / overhead because there's not labor. And then down here, this is labor numbers. Okay, so our total costs for month 1, American, equals $1,380 plus $1,439 to keep your systems operating. Okay, so that is a total of $2,819. If you were to do it by yourself, only 5,000 records. Okay, that's it. Then let's go ahead and do the total cost, month one. Right. Okay, so this is going to be that 340 plus 1439. Okay, so that's going to be 1,779. And on top of this, you actually become now the CEO of a lead generation company. Okay, you're going to be managing KPIs, you're going to be creating the systems, telling them what to text, what scripts to use, all that good stuff. Okay, so you're going to have to do system creation for list pulling, skip tracing, cold calling, and text messaging. And then after you create those systems, you're going to have to train the employees and make sure that they all know what to do. Okay, so after that, we've got training employees, remember teammates on systems, okay, that were created. Then we have to do quality assurance on systems and teammates. Okay, so these are all the things that are taken into account. Okay, so looking at these numbers, we got $2,819 if we had an American operation. Okay, and we have $1,800 if we had a foreign operation. All right, well, now let's take this data and plug it into lead mining, so to speak. Okay, so at leadminingpros.com, we're going to go over here to our services. You know what I should do is I should take you guys to my new website. You guys want a little sneak peek? If you're watching, I'll give you a little sneak peek. This is what my website is about to look like. Okay, we got some more updates coming, but this is what it's about to look like. So let's check out our all-inclusive lead gen packages. Okay, now here are some of my packages. All right, so let's go ahead and just cut over to the King Kong right here. Okay, now the King Kong package is 2,000 records pulled and skip traced. Let me get this bad boy pulled up. 2,000 records pulled and skip traced, 3,000 American dials, and 1,500 text messages. All right, so we do all that for you. We provide the dialer, we provide a team of employees, not just one, and we do everything for you in a very hands-off level. Okay, so now this is no overhead, no hidden costs, no management, no system creation, no quality assurance. You don't have to do any of that. These are systems that are all built in here. Okay, so let's just go ahead and go back here and say the King Kong package is Americans and it's $1,275. Okay, now this averages 12 to 37 leads. Okay, now you might be asking yourself, Nick, how do you get so many leads on such little work? Now that's really the magic of my system. So the hard parts that you don't have to figure out when you hire a company like us is what actually does work. We've been in business for over 6 years, so I know exactly what works. And I'll tell you, number one, when they're on the dialer, we're only dialing at 2 lines per agent, which is very slow. And that's because I actually want us to get leads, not just go through the dials. I think a lot of my competitors and people, when they open up their own cold calling division, they're so focused on getting through the dials, they're not focused on what's generating the best and hottest leads. So that's something to consider. So we've got all that figured out. We already know what scripts work. We've been using nearly the same script for 6 years. After the first year, I really chiseled it out. And then since then, We've just added ninja phrasing and wording and stuff like that to the script. So we know what script works. And most importantly, I know how to manage my employees. One thing that I really do is, let's say, our extreme employee management, teammate management. And if they actually don't produce a certain amount of leads, they don't work for me. So I'm basically going out there and curating these cold callers, making sure that they're some of the best, and then keeping the best and returning the not so best back into the workforce to go do whatever else they want to do in this world. And something like that is really extreme oversight on your behalf. I don't just want someone willing to do cold calls. I want someone who's an animal. And I do the sifting. I've got the training systems in place to create those people. More systems you don't have to worry about. So our extreme management almost guarantees us a certain result, because I don't even let poor performers work for us. And I do all that curating completely for you. So another big added benefit, which is hiring and development. Okay. And that's something that we didn't even put in our system over here. Hiring and developing the best lead generators, right? And that's something that I do, that we specialize in. Another huge plate taken off of you. So back to the King Kong. So what I'm seeing here is, if you were to do your own system with Americans, okay, it would be $2,819, all right, as overhead. Now, if you were to do our King Kong package, you could actually do 2 of those. All right, let's just do the math because I don't want to mess it up. 1275 times 2 and be at 2550. And everything is done for you. We pull the list. We know which ones are the best ones to pull. We skip trace it. Our skip tracing is only 7 cents per search. That's half the price of batch leads price up here. If you remember, 14 cents, we only charge 7 cents. But most importantly, that's all included right here. So you're not even paying separate fees. It's all right here in one package. All right. So we have 7 cent skip tracing. Then we pass those off to our trained and curated American cold callers, all right, that are proven to get amazing results. Okay. And then we also text message everybody for you. And it's not just the text blast that we do. We actually manage all of the replies specifically for you. So you get an employee, you get the text blast, and then what we do is we field all the positive responses, and then we reply to them for you up to 4 times. So we go back and forth 8 times between us and the seller for you, and then we send you over the whole transcript. So now I think you're getting the picture of some of the differences between us and Batch. One thing Batch does is they give you the tools, but they don't give you the expert to operate them. All right. And then you have to pay the price of becoming the expert. And how do we become experts? Is it by doing everything right the first time that we do it? No, it's not. We become experts by doing and failing and learning. So I've already done that. So one thing Batch is that's awesome is their tools. I don't doubt their tools being amazing. However, you now have to figure out who's going to swing those tools. How fast can they swing them? How good can they swing them? And can you continue to develop that person using that tool to use it into a better way? You're now, if you do it this way, you're now the CEO of your own lead generation company. And I think that is one of the very important distinctions as to where when you do the all-inclusive package, now I'm the CEO of your lead generation company. You get to deal with me, okay? And on top of that, we have all these systems all figured out for you, and it's all included. So this package has everything you've seen plus my professional guidance. So you don't just get all of those things, you actually get a one-on-one coach included. And the last thing that we offer that I have to mention is that I offer weekly one-on-ones with all of my clients every week, completely free. So when your campaign expires, if you have a question, you've got this expert that you can bounce all of these answers off of. And you may already know, but that is actually priceless, because now it's not just lead generation. Now it's actual education mixed in with lead generation. You're never going to walk away going, oh, I wonder what happened. I wonder why that didn't work. If you book that call with me, I actually explain every KPI to you and a complete breakdown so you can completely understand what happened on your campaign. And, you know, I'll even pull up one from today, right now. I already met with this gentleman. His campaign was doing really good. Get this pulled up for you, just to show you guys. So this is the kind of interview that I have weekly with our clients. All right. So this guy did a couple of them. I think this one got the most dials done. Oh, excuse me while I click the wrong buttons here. And on this campaign, okay, what we're doing is we did 388 dials, 51 people picked up the phone, and 4 became a lead. You know, that is pretty freaking rock and roll. We just generated 4 leads on 388 dials. That's like 1 lead per 92 calls or something like that. I mean, insane numbers. Okay. And let's go ahead and check out one of his other. He purchased a campaign and we split it 3 different ways for him. So that one was a custom campaign. This one is his land campaign. On this one, we have 2 leads in 300 dials. Okay, so you can probably see now when I talk about, you know, getting so many leads and such few dials and our curated team, what that actually looks like. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever cold called yourself, but I can almost guarantee you're not seeing numbers like that. And that's one of the differences that we bring to the table when you hire us. And let's check out his houses campaign. So this guy purchased 1 package, split it 3 ways. Actually, he purchased 2 different packages and he split one of them 2 ways is what happened. And then we went to work. And on this campaign, this is houses, he got 2 leads on 514 dials, which is still good, especially considering that it's houses. All right. And if you want to look at some other stats here, this campaign had a 14.98% contact rate, which means on 514 dials, we had 77 conversations. And if you see his accuracy rate is 84%. Only 12 people out of the 77 told us that we had the wrong number, which means that the other 55 people were all the right person we were looking for. And again, I've already figured everything out. These numbers aren't a surprise. These high contact rates and high accuracy rates, they are a commonality for my clients, which is why high producing leads are also a commonality. So guys, I want to do this price breakdown with you. I'm going to go ahead and just recap one more time for us here so we could see what's going on. Now, one thing we talked about was the batch basic, okay, for $99 per month, comes with 10,000 records pulled monthly, okay? It does have 14-cent skip tracing. And then if we got their dialer, it would be $139 a month, all right? So then I said, well, what if we pulled 5,000? Let's not assume we're going to max it out. Let's assume we're going to be at half. That's more fair. So then we've got those records and we got them skipped, and that's another $700. Okay. Beyond that, we have list pulling and skip tracing, and that would be, if you skip traced it, that total would be $800. The software is $139. The texting platform's $500, and the total software overhead would be $1,439. Okay. Then we broke down the labor, the American versus the foreign callers. And we can see the difference there. And then you could really create your own journey here if you want. I went with Americans because they are just slaughtering the statistics right now. But guys, this is the total cost breakdown. The total with Americans would be $2,819. And that's if you managed everything, if you created the systems, if you hired and developed, if you trained everyone, if you had quality assurance, all of that would still have to be applied after those costs are calculated. And for us, our King Kong is only $1,275. It comes with 2,000 records pulled and skipped, 3,000 American dials, and 1,500 text conversations because we don't just send the text blast. But guys, I wanted to run this out for you. I clearly have somebody at the door. I got to get out of here. But let me know what you think and feel free to give me a call. My cell phone number is on the website. See ya.